Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Throwback Thursday review. For this review, we're actually going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Shinkocchou Seihou Rider Man. So on the front of the box, you see a picture of the figure. On the side, it just says Rider Man. Then on the back, you see Rider Man with Kamen Rider V3. You see some of the things that he comes with. Of course, I already opened this figure because he came out a while ago last year. I believe it was last year. And then you see Rider Man on the side. So let's open this box up and see if he's still worth picking up. Okay, so here's Rider Man out of his packaging. And to be completely honest, I always thought his design was just real weird. But the thing that made me fall in love with him, and I have not seen his season yet, is the manga Kamen Rider Spirits, and I thought he was very cool in that. So I definitely had to pick this up. I think the details, taking a closer look at him, look really good. Mine's a little dusty just because he's been in his box for a while, and I had him displayed for a little bit. But he doesn't have the compound eyes, it's just completely red. But you can see how nice the blue of the helmet is with the really clean like silver, green, and red accents. His antennas look really nice. He does come with extras, so if these break, you're not out of luck. Then his face has like that screen printing technology to make it, you know, accurate to the actor, I suppose. Although it's just the bottom of his mouth. But it still looks really nice. And then looking down at his suit, he has like the open chest piece. And again, that really nice green, white, and red motif is on the front painted nicely. His muffler scarf is a fabric material with a wire through it. And then this part is plastic that's around his neck. And then you see the belt. It's just held on like a traditional belt with the clasp in the back. You see the zipper for the suit. And the design on the front for his belt here, then the pouches. And these all look really good. There's one facing sideways and then one upside down. And then for the gloves, nothing crazy, pretty standard. And then coming down to the pants, all black, has a seam. And then the boots, you can see the zipper in the back and then the clasp here to keep them up. And then his feet are just regular. Pretty standard Sentai or Kamen Rider boots from back in the day. So taking a look at his articulation, Rider Man can look up. Oh, not a ton without his head coming off. So he actually looks up, not at all. I'm trying to kind of move his scarf out of the way. He doesn't look up at all. So this is him looking forward, and then this is him looking up, which is nothing. Looking down, he looks down just a little bit. Nothing crazy. You can do a little bit of head tilt side to side. And then of course you can turn it any way you want. And I believe it's just because of how high the scarf comes up that his head and neck articulation is limited. Especially even when like this piece back here, like it doesn't move back at all. Like it doesn't move out of the way like they've done with other Kamen Rider figures, Sentai figures. That doesn't move. So he's kind of stuck. Arms go up very high, which is very cool. And then they do come in, actually not at all, because this is not, his chest piece is not a soft piece. They kind of move a little bit, like you can kind of see, they kind of wiggle just a little bit, and I think they're on little ball joints, but they really should have made this soft if they wanted him to get across his arm, like across his body in any way, because these aren't, yeah, that's not going anywhere. He does have a bicep swivel, he does have double jointed elbows, and then the glove here, it actually does not turn or twist, which is interesting. His wrists are on a standard SH Figuarts like ball hinge. And then again, you know, for the scarf, it is articulated and it is a soft cloth. And then for his torso, he goes back about this much and then goes forward quite a bit. No gaps in the back. It's really nice. And leaning him back too, like the sculpt continues all the way up here, which is really nice. Which is why sometimes I can't understand why they don't do that for like, you know, Spider-Man figures, etc. Or other figures where they just kind of stop that pattern before you, like, as you get higher up. But maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some logistical thing when creating an action figure that prohibits you from doing that. Then coming down to the legs, you can get about this far in the splits. And then he does have a thigh swivel, which is pretty cool. And then his legs go back about that much. He He has double jointed knees, which aren't the typical Kamen Rider double jointed knees from the Shinkocchou Seihou, where it's like that single ball joint that just kind of goes back and it's pretty smooth here. It looks like he has like a lip on the front of his knee. This is like an actual double ball joint, which is, I like this, but again, you will see like the little metal bits here in his knee, which is interesting. I guess I don't mind it, but it's just interesting to note. He does not have any kind of like boot swivel, but his toes, they do go down about that much. They go up about that much, and then he can do an ankle pivot, and then he does have a toe joint. And on the bottom of his feet is just like a regular boot design, but it's nice that they sculpted that. So yeah, so that's his articulation. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I'm really disappointed that he can't really look up, and again, he can't cross his arms over his chest. But, I mean, I guess they just decided that the aesthetic was much more important than making it soft or making him be able to look up a little bit more. I don't know what the idea or train of thought was there, but kind of disappointing. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty good, pretty standard. So let's take a look at his accessories. So for accessories, I believe he comes with pretty much everything you probably want with Rider Man, if he's your favorite rider. We'll start with the hands first. So he does come with like these semi-gripping hands, really nicely sculpted. Has those traditional like Sentai gloves with like the padding over the knuckles, and then a little bit of lining in there. Comes with a set of those, and then he comes with a set of karate chop hands, which are really nicely wrinkled and designed here and sculpted. Really like that. And then, besides the fist hands that he comes with in the packaging, he comes with a set of actual gripping hands, like more closed gripping hands. Of course, these are also nicely sculpted and painted. And I do not know the names of these items, so please let me know down in the comments below if you know. He comes with this like spike ball, which is really spiky, and it has a little hole in there for you to attach it onto something else that he comes with. But this is really nicely sculpted and painted. I like how it looks like it's kind of weathered. Then he comes with 3 interchangeable arms. So there's this arm right here that's like a sickle or like a scythe type weapon. And I don't know if this is like stained red because it's like supposed to be blood or something, but I mean, if it is, that's pretty hardcore. If not, also interesting. And then it just attaches here, like you pull off his arm, and then you can put that on, which I haven't actually done that. So let's see. And you probably have to heat it up, so I'm not going to push it all the way on there, but it does go on. So yeah, that looks pretty cool. I know his gimmick is that he's got a bunch of interchangeable arms, which is interesting, but they all do different stuff. And so the second arm that he comes with, if I can get it out, is this pirate hook arm, which kind of like reminds me of Crocodile's like hook arm from One Piece, but it's nicely painted and like this green weathering with like the silver brushing on there, and then the hook itself is kind of weathered, so that's pretty cool. This doesn't move, none of this moves, and again, you just attach it the same way you attach that like scythe. And then for the final arm that he comes with, is this really cool like drill arm. So it's got this really nice, oh, pause, it's dropped on the floor. Okay, found it off the floor. But yeah, so this has a really nice like gold, and you can kind of see it's got like black dry brushing in there, like a black wash on it too. And I think, yeah, you could take this off, which is pretty cool. And like here's the drill part individually, really nicely sculpted and painted. Looks pretty deadly. I like that. And then you see this like silver bits on there. I don't know what that does, but again, you can attach it onto his arm and have him use this drill. And then one of the coolest accessories I think he comes with is like his chain, not really chain, but like rope ninja weapon almost. Like this is pretty sick. This is a real rope. It's not wired or anything like that, but it does have the little metal bit on the end, which is not metal, it's just plastic, and then it has the scythe bit on the end. So you can be really creative and probably string through some wire for you to like do some photography with it. I want to say, I still don't know how to put on this little bit he comes with that's like the little spike ball. Which, yeah, I could probably look at the instructions. Let me see. Let's see if we can figure it out together. Okay, so I kind of had the right idea. So you can take the little spike ball and either put it on the rope, or you can even put it on the claw hand, which is, at least that's what it looks like it's saying. Or, oh, no, you take the claw and you can put it on the end of the rope. So, like, I think maybe just because it's, mine doesn't want to come out whatsoever. I probably have to heat that up. So I was on the right track with trying to pull this off of here. There we go. And so then you could put the spike ball on there, and then you can have a spike ball on the rope, which is pretty cool. It's really cool. It looks like all of these are, I mean, you could twist them. You're supposed to be able to twist them, all of his arm attachments, and then you can change them out to put on the end of the rope. And that's just with the hook, the little scythe piece, and then the mace ball right here. So yeah, a lot of cool accessories. Glad that he came with all this stuff. Again, I'm not a huge fan of Rider Man by any means, but I do think that people who are fans of him are definitely going to appreciate Tamashii giving us all these accessories, which probably didn't come with the original release back in the day. And one more thing, again, like I was talking about, if you break his antenna, he does come with another pair, which I'm glad that the Rider figures are all coming with extra pairs of antennas. So that is good as well. So with that out of the way, let's get into some size comparisons. So starting out with some size comparisons, here's Rider Man compared to SH Figuarts Full Power Son Goku and the 24,000 power level Vegeta. Again, he's sized pretty well. I think he stands pretty much as tall as Goku, so he will be taller than the Shinkocchou Seihou Amazon figure that kind of continues to fill out this line. But yeah, I think these guys look good together. Then here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Iron Man and a Marvel Legends animated series Spider-Man. Again, I think this would be a cool look on the shelf or look for photography. You could definitely make it work in terms of, you know, him being a semi, you know, smaller figure compared to domestic ones. But I still think it'd be a pretty cool display. And finally, if you want to put him next to some Jada Toys figures, here he is next to the Jada Toys Chun-Li and the Jada Toys DJ. Again, I think this matches up pretty well. You could definitely make it work with some photography magic, or just put them on the shelf together if you wanted him to face these guys. So for my final thoughts, definitely I think if you're a fan of Rider Man or really just need to complete the Showa line of Kamen Riders, pick him up. If not, I mean, I kind of think he's an easy skip. One, I mean, me personally, I don't really like this design. And the articulation, him not being able to like cross his arms over his chest is kind of disappointing. But other than that, everything else is standard. He's painted well. It's a beautifully sculpted figure. Looks exactly like he does in the show. And the accessories are awesome. So really, I think this is a figure for fans of Rider Man, or that you really just need to complete your Showa collection. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Thanks for watching, and take care. Have a great rest of your day.